So what you want to do firstly is search up Minecraft server download. If you click on the first link, it will go to the official Minecraft downloads website, which has only the newest version. If you want previous versions, you have to rely on sites like this ones, mcversions.net, where you have like a ton of them. As you can see, you have until 1.0, like insane, even beta or alpha. And there is also the option of running paper MC. This is basically a modified server that is much faster than and much better than the default one, and also you can install plugins, which are basically mods if you don't know already. Or you can go the Spigot route, server download, and this is basically the same thing, but it's Spigot, just another platform. I guess there are probably differences, but I don't know them. Anyways, let's say that I will do this on this one and on paper, on the official one and on paper. So just click this, and I can see right here it's downloading. Then you've got to create a folder that you want to run your server in. So server MC, enter. Now what you want to do is take this jar and move it in the folder that you want to put your server in. For me, it's server MC. Now you've got to firstly run this one time. You've got to run it 2 times for it to run. Now it's creating some folders and files. You just gotta wait for that. As you can see, it's done because it will be done when it's created the EULA. Now what you want to do is go into the EULA.txt file and turn this from false to true. This basically means that you agree to the EULA from Microsoft and their rules and stuff. And also you can configure some stuff in the server properties, like I don't know, the thing with if you want to have a cracked server, you've got to turn off online mode. Here you've got to turn this to false, but I'll keep it to true because I have Minecraft, I don't have it cracked. Stuff like PvP, stuff like your port, which I'll go into later, like the port that your server is using, or like simulation distance or render distance, or whitelist. There are also a bunch of other stuff that are not that significant, like the type of like the seed, the level type, the name of the world basically, and stuff like this. Just anything that you can really think of. And now you just run it again after you've done the modifications and agreed with the EULA. Anyway, it should pop up. Just gotta wait for a couple seconds. As you can see, it's created the world, and yeah, it popped up. Now it's creating the world and stuff, and as you can see, it's done. It says that it took 8 seconds. Now I can close this so that I can show you on the other one. So let me just delete all of these. And on paper, you can also have any type of version that you want. There's even 1.21.5, which is the newest one, but I'm going to down 1.21.4 because it's experimental, so I don't want to have any problems in like how it runs. And here you just do the same thing. You run it, let it do its thing. I have some problems with paper when it didn't create this and like anything. It just I just clicked run and it didn't do anything, but it's pretty rare, but it usually doesn't happen. Now we gotta wait for the R2, I think, to form. Yeah, and now you go into the EULA.txt and do the same thing. Put this to true, and here, besides all of the server.properties, which are I think the same, yeah, there is also a thing in plugins. And wait, no, actually, firstly you gotta run paper for the second time for it to create. I think it needs to create a world, and it's creating things. And compared to the last one, as you can see, there are a lot of other stuff, like I don't know, obviously also Spigot, but for example, permissions.yml, I think it's empty. Yeah, I don't know what like how it works, but anyways, there's also a lot of other stuff. And in the config one, you have player world defaults, I think, and in here you have, yeah, basically here you can configure an inbuilt anti-X-ray, and this is the engine mode. I'll put a video on the screen where it shows the difference between engine mode 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 modes. You can also enable it here or disable it. So yeah, this is basically much more advanced settings and configurations that you can do to your server, and I 100% recommend running paper compared to the normal one, because you also have plugins, as you can see here. So yeah, this is how you can just install the server. But to also play in the server, you have to go into your router, as I'm doing right here. Usually the address is something like this, or with a 0 right here. You can check what your address is by going in cmd command prompt and click going ipconfig /all, and you firstly gotta search for your interface, and mine is this one. Yeah, this one. And where it says default gateway, default gateway, this one, this is my Wi-Fi, like my router address. If I put this, let me copy it, and if I put it here, it will go into my Wi-Fi. But there are also a lot of other variations, like this one, or basically a custom one. There are a ton of them, I don't know them, but let me just log in real quick. So yeah, now that I'm logged in, you've got to go to application and port forwarding, and in here, as you can see, I already have a lot of configurations, but as you can see, for Minecraft I have this one and this one. You've got to create two, one for UDP and one for TCP, as you can see right here. Public IP, you put literally a public IP. Public port, you put 255.665 if you want a default port, or if you want a custom port, which you have got to modify in the server properties. You put a custom port here and modify it where it says 255.65. You just do it with find and replace, and you write whatever you want, and it will replace here and here theoretically. Anyways, so yeah, you gotta put that here, 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 and here. Private IP is your literally private IP, as you can see. IP4 address in a command prompt that I went to earlier, and I've ran ipconfig/all. I have my private IP, this one right here. You can see it's private because it has the gateway at the front of the IP. This one matches with my gateway, and yeah, you've gotta do both of these. You make sure you have enable if you have a thing like this. My router is pretty old, so it has this, but yours might not. It's very usually it's not it doesn't look the same, but it has the same meaning or the same like functionality. You might also have more Wi-Fi interfaces if you are more advanced internet interfaces, but usually it's not happening, so you should not really worry about this. You can name it whatever you want, and yeah, now theoretically you can also check with this website, canyousseeme.org. It would automatically fill your IP, and here just put your Minecraft port, check port, and you should say that is open. With mine, I think it won't, I don't know why. Yeah, it says it's an error, but I know that it works. Like, let's say that I put 80, it should work. Anyways, theoretically it should work, but probably because my website is not open. But anyways, that I think is basically it. If you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments what problem you have, and I'll help you with minor stuff. And if I consider that is okay, if you ask me something that is not doable, I obviously won't do it. But if you do have small questions or problems, like, I don't know, let's say that you cannot find your private IP or something, but I can help you with that. But if you, I don't know, if you have problems with your ISP, I cannot do that. So yeah, if you have problems, please let me know in the description, and subscribe for more tutorials on Minecraft servers and stuff like that. And yeah, this was me, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.